Right, welcome everybody. I'm so excited to have you here. This is just amazing. I've got YouTube over here and I've got TikTok over there. And please share this on and tell me how you're doing. Tell me where you're coming in from because I've got something exciting to share today. And I really want to talk about why I believe, and this is me, obviously from past experience, why I believe that you, in actual fact, can have it all. But you need to ditch those 9 to 5 jobs. The consequences of a 9 to 5 job and what you can do instead is the things that we are going to talk about. We're going to talk a little bit about corporate burnout, about the shift, and about what you can actually do to change this for you so that you eventually can actually become self-fulfilled and you can absolutely live the life of your dreams. Now, I know most of you are thinking, like, if you're my age, okay, we 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 totally believe that the only way to do this was to go to varsity, to study something, to go and get a job. And when you're 65, you are going to actually retire from that job. Once you retire from that job, you believe that what is going to happen is you're financially free and now you can go and travel the world and go do all these amazing things out there because you've got enough money. So let me tell you the reality of this. The reality of this is that this is not what happens. This is not what happens in our world. This is not what happens in the real world out here. Because what happens is that we actually end up in a situation where, just like me, perhaps you end up with a mental breakdown where you end up having worked 16 hours a day. And what does the company do? The company decides that in actual fact, you are not worth it. The company decides that we are going to restructure. The company decides that we are going to bring somebody else in because you are not worth it. That is what corporate happens. That is what corporate happens. So if you're sitting there, tell me in the stream, where are you coming in from and what is your story? Because are you currently working? Have you been retrenched? I've been doing all of those things. I worked in corporate for so many years. My name is Mel. And when I was working in corporate, I had a mental breakdown because I just couldn't deal anymore, I don't know if any of you have had that when you actually cry all the way to work. And when you get to work, you're sobbing in tears because, like, hell, what is going on? I can't deal with being in that environment. I can't deal with being in a toxic environment. If you end up in a toxic environment, then you've got to do something different. So bottom line is I left and then I had another job and I got retrenched from that job. And there I sat going like, oh my word, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Because nobody wants to hire me. They don't care about my corporate experience. They don't care. Have any of you, hello guys, hello Fifi, hello everybody. Tell me, have any of you experienced this where the bosses just said, sorry for you, you're out? Or like me, you went online and you applied for every single job out there, and every single job is like it's a non-existent because there's so many people and there's so many people and there's only so many jobs. This is the challenge that we have. There's just not enough of these. So corporate burnout is real, retrenchments is real, lack of jobs is real. That whole story of go and study, get a job, and you're going to retire, it's lies, guys. It's lies. It's not true. It is total lies. So when you get to that situation, like I was, where I felt like I didn't have an option, okay, and I had a recruitment agent. I phoned him up because there was a really nice job in Cape Town, and I phoned him up and I said to him, look, this is who I am, 35 years corporate experience, past CFO. I'm looking at this job, and you know what he did? Guys, do you want to know what he said to me? Just put a yes in the comments there. Do you know what he said? He didn't say a word. First thing that he did, he laughed at me. He laughed in my face. He literally laughed and he said to me, you know what, you're too old. You're never going to get a job. Now, I know this is the situation just not for people my age. It's the situation for many others who are going out there going like, how am I going to look after myself? How am I going to survive? How am I going to make money? How am I going to make money? Give me some likes here on TikTok, guys. Give me some likes. How am I going to make money? How am I going to look after myself? If I can't get a job and nobody wants to hire me, what am I to do? This whole story is rubbish. My kids are both in their late 20s, early 30s. Not one of them could get a job for what they'd studied. And this is a pandemic, guys. So what happened was I got to a point where I was like, you know what, this whole job story, I'm not doing this. Number one, because working 16 hours a day sucks. Does anyone have that experience? Working 16 hours a day absolutely sucks. And I never had a life. So when I eventually, this recruitment agent laughed at me, I had a breakdown like a lot of us do. And I was like, you know what, I need to find another way. Now, have any of you gone and searched for finding another way? And have you ever tried multiple different ways to actually generate income? Just put a yes in the comments for me if you have. Yes, that's right. Because the shift was that I had to first shift up here. You've got to shift in your mindset to go, I am no longer going to be an employee. Because that whole employee mindset, damn, it's nice to get money at the end of the month. It really is. But if you don't have an opportunity to get the money every month, what are you going to do? So I had to go and firstly shift. And I tried to be an entrepreneur. I tried to do MLM. Have any of you tried all those things before? Yes, yes, yes. I know. You go to MLM. I looked at drop shipping. I looked at all those other alternatives that are out there. And the challenge was that they just didn't suit me. I tried, I failed, I tried, I failed. But you know what? I don't want to use the word failure because I believe everything that I did was in actual fact about creating a learning for success. So a learning for success means that even though you were trained up as, I don't know, what have you guys been trained to do? If you were trained in a situation or a job and you are no longer doing that job, it doesn't mean that that experience and that knowledge is gone. No, because that experience and that knowledge is now going to be translated because you've got some emotional intelligence. You've got, sorry guys, who's doing coffee? Does anyone do coffee? I do coffee. Let me know. Yes, please follow me, send me some loves. Just tap on the screen, give me some loves there. And where was I? Okay, so I tried a whole bunch of things like we do. And let me tell you, one of the big things about being an entrepreneur is it sucks to be alone. Have any of you experienced that? Violeta, have you experienced that? That being alone really sucks. Okay, when you're in corporate or in a job, the crazy thing is that you have people around you. You have a whole bunch of people around. There's activity, there's life. And when you go and become an entrepreneur, it's quite a lonely journey. So you actually have to look at another way. And that was why I felt so blessed. And that's why I go, you know what? If you have a job right now, start going online. And once your online business is thriving, then ditch the job because they don't care. Yes, Violeta. Hello, my darlings. Hello. Once you ditch the job because your online income is growing so much, then your life is going to change. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. I'm on YouTube as well. How cool is this? YouTube and TikTok at the same time. So once I actually shifted this into an entrepreneurial journey, and I went to go and find a community, right? And why is a community so important? Because having a community is the thing that's going to allow you to wake up in the morning and know there is something out there. Wake up in the morning, here's Tamsin and a mama up here, which is so glorious. Thank you so much. Because having a community means you've got support. Having a community means you've got someone to talk to. Having a community means that there is so much more that you can do. And the other thing that I learned in this online journey is that your age and your experience, okay, your age and your experience are your assets. They're not limitations. It's not a limitation because what you have learned is not a limitation. That emotional intelligence that you have when you're at a job and you've got a deadline, What do? You go out there, you do the work, you make sure that you hit that deadline. And in the same way, when you go online, the only difference is you are the boss. Okay, you have to become the boss. You become the person who is going, well, how am I going to manage my time? Because nobody else cares what you're doing. But the benefit of going online, guys, I literally looked today and I had a memory that came up, which means that I've been a year in Gordons Bay. Okay, this is in the Western Cape for those of the people overseas. So if you look at South Africa, it's down at the bottom in the Western Cape, because I am a little bit of a traveler. And it's a year since I came to Gordons Bay, to the Western Cape. Why is this relevant? Because before that, a couple of months before that, I was lying on my bed and I was literally broken. I was crying. Life sucked. Life sucked. This dude had laughed at me. He told me I would never get a job. Nobody wanted to hire me, and life sucked. And I was like, I'm going to go online. Then my daughter said to me, you know what, she's going to, her boyfriend, that's her husband now, he got a job offer in New Zealand, because, you know, the youngsters are all leaving the country. It is what they do. And we need money to go and visit them. We need money to go out and go and see them. I need a lot of money to go to New Zealand. I don't know, do any of you have kids overseas? Just put in the comments there for me. Do you have kids or family overseas? So from where I had nothing and I had to go back to my parents, I knew that I needed 20,000. I needed 20,000 to be able to come and live in Gordons Bay until my daughter was going overseas. And I wanted that time with her because she'd done her varsity, couldn't get jobs. And I needed to find a way to be here in Gordons Bay. So literally, if you look at my Facebook page, your brother's in Ireland. Yeah, I heard a lot of people in Ireland. It's not the easiest place. Eh? Where did you guys go to? So anyhow, I came here because I wanted to spend time with my daughter. And the most beautiful part about doing an online business, guys, I have to share with you, this was the best, absolute best. Oh, we're going to have a chat around that as well. So, because she's in New Zealand, they're in Timaru, and she still can't find a job. You know, there's a recession everywhere. It doesn't matter where you are, there are recessions happening. And so I came down, and because I was making my 20K, I could afford rent, I could afford food, I could afford to go and help her with her health. I can afford to just spend time with her. And I was so focused on my business. Okay, so I would make sure that I'd gone live. I would make sure that I'd done all my content for the day. I would make sure I had ticked all the boxes so that by 12 o'clock in the day, I was done. What happened after 12? Well, if the weather was beautiful, she'd say, let's go and swim, or let's go and sup, or let's go and look at the sunflowers, or let's go for a walk, or let's go shopping. This is what freedom is about, guys. This is what freedom is about. And I had March, April, May, June, July, August. 5 months. They left at the beginning of August. I had 5 months where my daughter was no more than a kilometer away from me, where I got to recover all those years after she went to varsity to this point, because I was always in a different province, to just spend time with her. And this is what an online business does for you. When you are online, you can be anywhere, you can have your time freedom, you get everything that your heart desires if you go and do the work. And this is what I love about going online, is that I had to learn new skills. Absolutely. Okay, remember, being in finance is very different to being on TikTok or being on YouTube. Putting content out there, putting my face out there, talking to multiple people. I could do that in corporate, but this is different. This is such a different environment that you're in. And I've learned that the knowledge I have in my head, the experiences that I had while in corporate, have benefited me. Absolutely benefited me. But this industry of ours, please follow me, give me some likes over here on TikTok. This industry, this online industry, is blowing up. If you're not online, you are missing out. If you are not spending some time purchasing a program, investigating opportunities, you are going to miss out. And the worst is if you are working for somebody and they turn around tomorrow and they say, sorry for you, you're out, which is what they did for me. You know, after 18 years at the one company, I left with my 6-year-old laptop, literally. I had worked so hard, didn't have December holidays, did everything. I'd actually even moved provinces. I'd moved from Port Elizabeth to Durban for them on their behalf because of the thing. You see, you too also done that. And then what happens? No more job, no more job. So you go online. And I love this journey, guys. I love this journey. I am learning so much. I've got a lady in my community I have to share with you, because this is why I say that age doesn't matter. Age is not an issue. Because I've got a lady in my community who's in her 70s. My word, you must see the AI images that Just Chick is making. You must see she's on Facebook. She is just divine. And she went online not because she didn't have not because she didn't have a job, because she'd been looking after her grandson, but because she was bored and she wanted to stimulate her mind. She needed stimulation. She wanted community. She wanted something to do. She wanted something to do different. So the reasons that people go online is very different. Very, very different. But I just want to share that if you don't ditch your job, if you think that corporate is going to make you rich, why not look at going online? Because going online is going to take you from this level of income to that level of income. Now, you know, when you're in your 20s, you have all this time and you go and take out retirement annuities. And you think, oh my gosh, when I'm 65, life is going to be amazing. I'm going to have all this money. I'm going to do whatever. And then when you're like me, when you're in your 50s and you get retrenched and you lose your job, you go like, oh my gosh, now what? Now what? But we are living in a world, guys. We are living in an era where things have changed and they are changing so fast. We've got AI coming. No, there's not AI coming. AI is here. AI is here. You've got to be using it with what you're doing. You've got to be learning every single day. You've got to be staying up to date. And if you're not in a community and a program that's going to give you this up-to-date information, you are going to end up being left behind, because it's a fast-moving environment. So those old jobs, hey guys, no. Are any of you in jobs? Do any of you still work? Just put in the comments there for me. Are you working? Put a 1 in the comments if you have a job. And put a 2 there if you're actually working online for me, because I have met the most amazing people. I posted on my Facebook today, said, yeah, just go into my Facebook and go and have a look. Oh, I know you're in our community and I am so blessed to have met you. And the things that we are going to achieve in this year, our targets are huge. The things that you can achieve with less work. Yes, right now I've gone, you know what, I need to pull up my socks a little bit and create a little bit more, because I want to create momentum. And if you want to create momentum, you've got to do more, which I can do right now. Okay, hence my first time live in 4 months, I think, on TikTok, my second live ever on YouTube. But this is what is called stepping up for your goals. When you step up for your goals and you go, you know what, I am not going to be stuck over here. You see, thank you, my darling. Thank you. I've got my call with Michelle the end of the month. So I just want to step up so that I've got real stuff to ask her. Proper, because I'm just throwing everything out at the moment. I am focused, very goal orientated. And I'm going to make a difference, guys, because I'm also doing a speaker course, because I want to be a speaker. Okay. I've spoken before. My biggest audience is 500 people. And I don't know if any of you are speakers or have spoken to numerous people, but you know, we are here to make an impact on the world. We are here. Hello, Colleen, my darling. We are here. Thank you. We are here to make an impact. We are here to change people's lives. We are here to share with them that there is another way. We are here to share people that We bring joy to the world. Check all the sunflowers and the sunflowers. This is my daughter. we went to sunflowers. Look, yes, I'm covered in sunflowers because I want to impact women. I want to impact women and men too, but mostly women. I want you to know that you are powerful. I want you to know that you are magnificent. I want you to know that you can do anything, and there is no human being that can stop you. No partner, no ex, no divorce, no nothing. There is no ability that you have that going into a new future you cannot learn. Absolutely nothing. If 70 and 80-year-olds can do this, if 80-year-olds can go viral on TikTok, if 70-year-olds can do this, if 20-year-olds can do this and actually shift their life by helping others. I mean, what an absolute blessing, guys. What a total blessing to be able to change people's lives. So let's ditch the job mentality. Let's ditch this, I need a job to survive. Let's ditch this story of it's only a job that is going to allow me to survive, because I can promise you, even though I was probably in one of the top 1% earners, okay, as a CFO of a very big company, you need to look after yourself. You are responsible for yourself. And why not do it while you are living life? Why not do it when you never have to ask a boss for time off? Why not do it when you never have to have a toxic environment? Because right now, if I don't like anybody, what do? I just click on block, or it's like swipe, off you go. I don't like you and I don't like what you're saying. I'm going to block you because I don't need negativity in my life. Everything that we do is about inspiring people, empowering people, sharing with them that there is another way. Because I'm loving this journey. I don't know about you guys, but this is an amazing journey. And yes, we can ditch the job. We can ditch a life that is not serving us. And this is what we can do. We can reach high, for the stars lie hidden in your soul. This is what it says. Reach high, for the stars lie hidden in your soul. You guys have got an ability to go and change lives. You've got the ability to share with other people how to create an income online. And one of the things that I love, and here's the secret sauce, is the amount of passive income streams you can create, which will blow your mind. Because if you are not doing something different, yes, please just send me some more likes and loves. If you're not doing something different, you're going to be stuck behind. And this is my little story for today. I've gone live. Woohoo! Celebrations. And thanks for the support, everybody. Does anyone have any questions? Just quickly put in the questions for me so that I can just answer if there are any questions anywhere. Because the way you're going to get started is, if you're on TikTok, you're going to reply ready. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you like me. If you're on YouTube, just go down below this and go to my link, which is my name, Mel Rothman, and go and put your email address in. Because imagine how your life can be different if you actually take the time to just go and have a look at something different. You can unsubscribe if you don't like it. Hello, is that Koki? Did I say your name that way? Put your email address in. You have got nothing to lose by having a look. But what do you have to gain? What do you have to gain? I can tell you what I've gained. I have gained freedom. I've gained fun. I've gained the ability to inspire others. I've gained the ability to impact others. I've gained the ability to have money coming into my pocket, not to somebody else, not like in an MLM system where you've got to have lines and whatever. I get to make 100% profit in my bank account. I laughed this morning. So on one of my little programs, I got 25 US cents, actually 3 of those yesterday. So, and it might not sound like a lot, but that is just one income stream where I've done no work and I've got this little bit of money coming in. So on all of my 9 income streams, there's different options of how that money comes in. And I will extend those during this year because I'm going to create a community and do all kinds of amazing things. But the bottom line is, if you want to do something different, you've got to become different. Who do you want to be? What do you want to have? What are the possibilities out there? So I just want to send love. Please put some more questions in there for me. As I say, follow me, like me, and you get to control your future. You get to control your future, not anybody else. Not no ex-husband, not no toxic boss, no corporate that's going to say to you, thank you very much for everything you did, goodbye. The only little bit, exactly, every little bit adds up. It does. It does. When you got a little bit coming in, a little bit, and a lot, obviously, $900, and little bits here, and you add it up at the end of the month, you're going to go like, oh my gosh, look at what I've achieved. And yes, you're going to start knowing absolutely nothing, but that's okay. So guys, I just want to thank you for all the loves and the likes. I want to thank you for supporting me today. I'm back. Watch me go. And yeah, go reach for the stars, guys. Go reach for the stars. You guys are amazing. Thank you. This has been fun. I'm going to spend a bit more time on YouTube and then obviously my speaker stuff. So there was so much in the pipeline of stuff that's coming. And I think probably maybe by the end of the month, I'll have my community, because I want to inspire you. So I hope I've inspired you today. I hope I've encouraged you today. And I hope I've given you a taste of freedom and what is possible. So for those in the community, loves. Thank you for all your support always. And for anybody new, just make sure you follow me, send a like, and have a beautiful, magnificent, amazing day, guys. You see, I've even forgotten how to switch my live off.